Gear Fighter Dendoh is a PS1 game released in 2001 based on the TV show of the same name, which ran during the 2000 to 2001 anime season. Now, I've never watched the show, but I must say, even without doing so, I got the strong impression playing this game that it represented the show in a great way, to the point where it made me want to check out the show one day. It reminds me of when I played Astro Boy on the Game Boy Advance. I had that same exact feeling. This is even funnier because Gear Fighter Dendoh is actually the same type of game. I would call it an action beat 'em up. I do get the sense of a Mega Man vibe, but although I've never watched the show, it is very much based around super robot shows. It seems like some alien force has invaded Earth and it's up to you to jump into your super robot Dendoh and whoop their asses straight back to their home planet. So the gameplay will consist of you going around beating up the crap of everything. You have all the basic moves you'd expect from a beat 'em up. You will see lots of batteries being dropped all over the place. This is to power up the 2 batteries you have underneath your 2 health bars. Certain moves you do will drain those, so they need refilling by collecting those drops. Holding square down will allow you to block moves, which I would often forget about, as blocking is not something you see too much in these types of games, but it's a welcome feature nonetheless. While blocking, you can press left or right to dash around. This will use up your battery energy though. You have 2 other attacks doing Street Fighter like motions. I'll circle back, we'll see you do some kind of electrical wave of sorts. And if you do a Dragon Punch motion, Dendoh will perform a tornado attack like Joe Higashi. You can also pick up giant items and start throwing them at enemies. What I loved is when you beat up this giant mecha worm thing, is that you can pick up its head and start using it as a weapon itself. I thought that was damn cool. You'll find other big ass weapons lying about that you can use. You'll get a few shots after them before they become useless, but they're a ton of fun to play with. The game uses a mixture of different styles, pre-rendered 2D sprites and then some actual 2D backgrounds. Now, there are very few games I like that use this style. Thankfully, Gear Fighter Dendoh is one of them. It works well with this game, and as you progress through the game, I feel like the backgrounds do get better, even if things look simple. The game also uses 3D graphics. This happens when you fight this reoccurring mecha, which must be your rival from the TV show. You'll have all the same controls as before. It is a little bit on the clunky side and not as polished as the 2D parts, but it's a nice addition. It will be in these battles where you pick up these Zoid looking mecha, which will give Dendoh extra power by using them. You can equip them for these 3D fights and it will give you a different set of moves. During this part, you'll also be able to call on them for super special moves, which all looks very fancy and serves any super robot fan service you might be looking for. As you go through the game, you'll get loads more of these Zoid date weapons, and in the 2D sections of the game you can call on any one of them on the fly. However, to use them will take up 1 full bar of battery energy. Each one of them has a different effect, so which one you call on will depend on your situation, or if like me you just keep using the ones that look cool, which I mean they all look cool really. As if this game wasn't fun enough, you also have flying sections in the game. This was a bit tricky to navigate at first, as you're always in a falling animation and you don't have any firepower, so you just have to fly kick everything. It's a bit crazy at first, but I soon got the hang of it. The music isn't anything amazing, but it's okay and easy on the ears. The game as a complete package is a very good presentation overall. Gear Fighter Dendoh keeps things really simple but retains all the fun. It's not a long game and can be beaten in about 2 hours or less. Even better, you can save after each level, so if you do have to leave it for whatever reason, you can come back to it later and start off right where you left it. Gear Fighter Dendoh is an easy game which makes it a great game for your kids or any young nephews and nieces you might have. If you want them to stop playing around with your Gunpla kits, then putting this on will get their attention, or maybe you want to turn them into giant robot fans like yourself. Either way, this game is fun for all ages. Yeah, it's a Japanese game, but that doesn't matter, this falls under English friendly gameplay. I bought this game a few years ago because I knew as soon as I saw it I would love it, and I was right. Even now it's still a cheap game to pick up. But given this game was only released for the PS1 and is English friendly, despite being an import game, I can envision it going up in price once bigger collectors and YouTubers catch on to it. That's why I say pick this game up now or soon if you can while it's still cheap. For its current price, it's a steal and well worth it. As always, thanks for watching and catch you next time.
Oh,